So, as we are all aware that the Constitutional Court of Zimbabwe had a matter between war veterans as well as Emerson Mnangagwa, and the war veterans issue at the Constitutional Court was Emerson Mnangagwa presiding over the meeting that gave a green light for Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3 to be actually fully and they say the president, by virtue of being a participant in that meeting, which he deliberated on the changes to the constitution that were going to benefit him, they did not only raise the issues of conflict of interest, but they say that was unconstitutional, taking in that the president is demanded by the constitution to defend and uphold the constitution of the land, and as such, by sitting in that meeting where he sought to give himself more years to continue governing Zimbabwe, and not talking about the aspect of the process being unconstitutional, but the war veterans are saying by virtue of Emerson Mnangagwa participating in the meeting that gave green light to Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3, and also looking at the issue or the aspect that he is going to benefit from the changes that would be effected, that on its own was conduct. Well, according to the latest news, is that the Constitutional Court of Zimbabwe had the matter today. Of course, the Chief Justice denied the media to cover live the proceedings. So any media personality who is going to report regarding that story, it would be either writing the story or telling the story according to how he had or according to his or her sources. Well, with me here, there is something that has been posted by Hopewell Chinono. He says the Constitutional Court of Zimbabwe today reserved judgment in 2 cases challenging Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3 hearings held in Harare. The judges focused heavily on the issue of timing, repeatedly asking the lawyer representing the litigants, Professor Love Momaduku, whether applicants were not premature and whether it might be better to wait until the entire legislative process has been completed before approaching the court. But I mean, just imagine if you wait for the process to be completed, again, the court may ask you, why were you quiet all along when you watched the process unfolding? You could have actually begun to question or take those who are implementing. I think this is it is the right timing, because the meeting has happened of Emerson Mnangagwa presiding. We are talking of a case of something that already happened. I think even the process of actually implementing Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3 is a process that has happened. So this court doesn't say people should wait so we'll wait because the judgment has been reserved. So the lawyers, it means the lawyers of because Mnangagwa did not actually respond to the affidavit. It was only the Attorney General who responded. So Mnangagwa declined to respond through his legal team, even though this was the person of interest, this was the person who was supposed to respond. In fact, he only allowed his legal advisor to respond. So Wopol Chinono continues to say one of the judges, Justice Ben Hlachwa, suggested that some of the contentious issues could potentially be resolved through a referendum. The remarks appeared to signal that the bench may be more inclined towards allowing citizens to decide on the proposed constitutional changes through a referendum rather than allowing the amendment to pass solely through Parliament without direct approval. I mean, we have been saying that someone's predicted that was it Rutendo who said ZANU-PF may also be preparing for a referendum. There is high probability that they may actually instruct in an effort to try and legitimize this process, because they have seen Zimbabweans have spoken, the retired generals have also spoken against this constitutional amendment bill number 3. It is rejected internally, and Mnangagwa find himself in court because the war veterans have an issue with him extending his term in office with 2 more additional years. However, the true position of the court will only become clear once the judges deliver their ruling. The matter was reserved to allow the bench time to consider the arguments presented by all parties before handing down the judgment. So the much anticipated Constitutional Court hearing being held today at the Zimbabwe Constitutional Court. But the vibes that are already given by that court's Chief Justice shows that she is nothing but a bootlicker of Emmerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa. Remember, this was the deputy to Chief Justice Luke Malaba. So you don't expect her to be that much of a different version from Luke Malaba, because decisions were taken by both. They were occupying the office of the Chief Justice. The only change is that at the moment she is in charge. And judging from her arrogance, I heard the speech that she issued saying she won't be that. I mean, in her words, she said she will. They will be implementing law, but we know in Zimbabwe it is not law that is implemented. In fact, judicial system is used to carry out nefarious agenda of those who have authority, or those with close proximity to authority. So the judgment has been reserved to consider all arguments. It was argued privately in a court of law. They didn't want Zimbabweans to be privy to the proceedings of the Constitutional Court. The court in Zimbabwe is not open to the people of Zimbabwe, which should be a concern. If you look at other countries, democratic countries like South Africa, the judicial system is more open to the people of Zimbabwe, to the people of South Africa, because it serves those people, it serves the taxpayers. But in Zimbabwe, court proceedings, people are not permitted to broadcast within the premises of the courts in Zimbabwe. Even if you make an application asking to broadcast live the proceedings, that application may be denied, as we witnessed today, that the court denied that, specifically, to be precisely, the Chief Justice denied granting the broadcasting institutions to beam live from the Constitutional Court. And that is very disappointing. It's highly disappointing, in fact, for the court to act in such a manner. And you can tell, I think you can predict that it will be difficult to see such a court which does not want to account to its very own people to deliver justice. If I were to predict, I don't foresee this court going against Mnangagwa, unless if it is appearing going to be against Mnangagwa, it will be actually meant to deceive people or trying to legitimize the process, because so far the process has been heavily condemned. It has been marred by a lot of irregularities and illegalities. And Emmerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa is highly actually opposed by internal dynamics within ZANU-PF. So you will need legitimacy at all costs. Otherwise, this very own process may lead to his imminent downfall. Thank you very much for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Mhlabane is signing off.